Hi guys, I'm Inga. I'm Girl Gone Bookish here on YouTube. So this is going to be my second NaNoWriMo 2013 vlog video, and it's going to be my survival kit or survival kits, whatever you want to say. Everyone does a video like this, a lot of people do anyway, and it just kind of shows you the things that they use for the NaNoWriMo season and how it helps them sort of get through the month. So last year I did one of these videos. You can go back. I had never done NaNoWriMo before, so I wasn't really sure what to expect. So I think it was just like, it was just like overkill with everything last year. I had a ton of writing stuff, a ton of food stuff, a ton of everything. I had like 3 iPods ready to go. And when all was said and done, I really didn't need all of that stuff. It just kind of made it distracting. So this year, my stuff is more tailored to what I'm going to actually use. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So this isn't a terribly long video. And I will show you all the food stuff that I have for this year's NaNoWriMo. Okay guys, so this is my food part of the survival kit. I'm not going to bring up a whole thing of water, but of course you want to have water. Bottled water, filtered, whatever you drink on hand, because you don't want to get dehydrated at a computer for 2 or 3 hours at a time not drinking or eating anything. So I've just chosen some quick snacks and some healthier things this year, because last year I loaded up on cheese, crackers, and candy. So yes, bottled water is first and foremost, and then right here I have my coffee. I have Folgers Black Silk and then Folgers 100% Colombian, and they're darker coffees, which I like. I have a whole bunch of ramen noodles. There's more over in the cabinet, and I have the ones in the little package, and then I have some of the styrofoam, which I don't love those because of the packaging, but they're quick and easy. Probably not the healthiest thing, but they're quick and easy, so I can run in here and make some and have something to eat for myself. I have a whole bunch of these clementines. They're really, really delicious, and they're really healthy, so I can eat as many of those, and it kind of craves it. You know, gets rid of that sweet tooth feeling, whatever that's called, you're craving, because they're sweet and they're just really, really good, and you can eat them and it doesn't interrupt your writing necessarily. Popcorn and craisins, I just really like those things. And then I have apples and bananas. These bananas are looking kind of rough. And then I have dog treats, and the reason I have those is because my dogs bark all the time, constantly, and I figured if I had like good treats, then they would probably shut up if I gave them some as well. Okay, so you saw my food stuff was pretty basic: coffee, water, quick snacks like popcorn and things like that. I also have a bottle of wine that I decided not to put in that video, not because I don't know, I don't want you all to think that I drink all the time to write. I don't, but sometimes you have a really super stressful day, and I really like a glass of wine. I'm an adult. I can enjoy that. It just helps me relax, you know, and sometimes you do get so stressed and so just tense from writing all day. So, and there's a couple other things, but I didn't want to take you through my whole pantry, plus all that leftover Halloween candy I want to have. So that's that. I'm trying to stay a lot healthier this year, because last year for the month of November I survived on like cheese crackers and just really, really bad for you crappy food. So this time I tried to get a lot of stuff to make smoothies and fresh fruit for that, and you know, just so I don't eat a bunch of crap. Last year I think the healthiest meal was Thanksgiving dinner that month. So I'm going to try to be better about making dinner every night for this NaNoWriMo, so I don't fill up on nasty junk food. I felt awful that whole month because of that. So yeah, don't do that to yourself. It's not worth it. Coffee, you should probably limit. I'm terrible at that. I work all day, so then in the afternoon and at night, mostly at night when my husband goes to work after 10 o'clock is when I do a lot of my writing, but to be back up at 5 I have to go to bed pretty early, so I was hitting coffee both AM and PM to stay awake and do this, and that was just ridiculous, because honestly your writing probably suffers, you know, when you don't get sleep. So try to limit your coffee. Anyway, moving on, I'm going to show you the few things that I used last year for NaNoWriMo that really helped me and really got me through, and some things that I've added. First of all, these big, ugly, noise-canceling ear things, whatever they're called. What I do is, these are just for noise, just to shut everything out. I have my little Beats ear things. I put these on, and I put these on over it, so that way I can listen to my writing playlist, and then put these on over. So these cancel noise. I don't know how, but that's what it says. And then these are made for canceling noise. My husband uses these when he drums because he's a drummer. And okay, so sorry, my camera ran out of space. Anyway, so yeah, my headphones with my ear things, with my playlist that I've created to help me relax and really get feeling creative. That just really works with blocking everything out. And I tell my husband I'm gonna go in my room and write for an hour, leave me alone unless the house catches on fire, and that way I just put everything else to the back and I don't hear any other distractions. There's nothing that can disturb me, well, almost nothing that can disturb me while I have those on. And I just really feel like I can sit down and focus and get things done. It's like I'm in my own little world, in my own little zone, and that was when I did my best writing, actually. Also this year, I've added headache medicine. I actually can't remember if I put this in the video last year, but this comes in handy when you're staring at your screen for hours at a time. And eye drops. Eye drops are very important if you're a contact wearer. My eyes would get so dry last year and I hated wearing glasses. This year I have had LASIK surgery done, so my eyes get dry if I look at the screen too long anyway. So either way, I highly recommend having some kind of eye drops, whatever your situation may be. Also, again, this year I will have my iPod fully stocked and ready to go with all of my favorite writing songs. I had to delete it recently, so I need to fix that and put all my music back on. And I've taken all the games off just so I don't get distracted, because I am terrible at playing like little games on my phone and on my iPod and stuff. So I also have my chargers for all of that stuff hooked up to my computer, ready to go, so I just have to plug those things in case anything goes dead. You know how your like chargers get scattered all over your house? I had to go around looking for all of them, making sure I had them all and ready to go. So, okay, so those are the non-food things. I also have some like writing type stuff that I can show you. First of all, I showed you all this little pack of stuff last year. It's just a bunch of pens and pencils and highlighters and things like that, and somewhere in here is this little guy. It is my jump drive or whatever it's called from last year, and it's what I back up my novel on. I save my favorite like nano prep talks on here. All of those things are on this. This is mostly used for nano. There are other things on there like other writing that I have done, but this is basically my nano thing. It's purple, it goes into the purple thing, and yeah, if I ever lose this, I don't know, I should probably back it up somewhere. And then I want to show you guys something. Last year I said that I was going to write my novel, and Lindsay Mead was like, you don't want to do that, and I'm so glad I listened to her, because 50,000 words to write is a lot, and then I would have had to count them anyway and then type them and submit and all this other crap. So I'm glad I didn't do that. However, I do still write a lot, and I have a whole binder of stuff here that I'm going to show you. But since I write, and I write a lot in pencil, I'm always like on the search for the best pencil. So this year I was like just shopping around, and I've seen these before, and I don't even know how to say this word, but it says the world's best pencil. So I was like, you know what, for $2 I'm going to try them. Plus they're really cool black pencils, and they really are the best pencils that I've ever written with. So I have been writing with one for a couple of days now, and it's already like, I've already used it so much because I write so much, and I'm very paranoid that I'm going to lose this. I've like misplaced it one day, and I went through my house tearing it apart looking for it. It's my favorite type of pencil. So if you all are writers like that, like to actually write with pen and paper, and you're a pencil user, check these out. They're really smooth. I just really like them. I don't know. I feel like I can tell you all that without you all thinking I'm weird. Like my husband and my friends kind of think I'm kind of weird because I get so involved in my pencils, but it's just because they don't understand what it's like to want to write. And you know, you want it to be nice and smooth and feel good and stuff. So yeah, anyway, rambling on about pencils. Like I said, there's all kinds of crap in there. Post-its, all kinds of stuff for making notes. I make a lot of notes, and if I have an idea, I'll write it down really quickly. And then this was in my survival kit last year, but I've kind of made it a little bit better, and it's just a big binder, and this has like a Stephen King quote on the front that I've just found and stuck in there. I liked it. And on the inside, I have my copy. I'm trying to fit everything in frame here. I have my copy of my word count where I should be, and the cool thing about these little page protectors is you can go ahead and write right on the outside. If you ruin one, it's not a big deal. These are super, super cheap. I bought the really cheap ones. You can just write on the outside in permanent marker and then toss the whole thing instead of having to pull this out every night or whatever. So that's what I do. I just write on the outside of it. I'll show you that later. On the inside flap, I just have note cards and post-its. I can post-it note like different little I don't know, if I make a note in my notebook. This is my idea notebook, and this is dedicated only to, like, if I'm sitting at work or if I'm somewhere without a computer and I just want to make notes, or in the middle of the night if a good idea pops into my head. That is what is in here, and this is only what I use this notebook for. It is not used for grocery lists or anything like that. So yeah, sometimes I'll come up with an idea and write it in my book, and then later on I'll think, oh, this would be a really, really good idea to add to this, and I'll post-it note it and just stick it in here. So that's why I have post-it notes, and I have all different shapes and sizes post-it notes because I use them for a whole bunch of different things. The loose leaf paper that's in here, this is just like writing tips that I've come across that I find helpful. I will write them down and put them on here. This is really hard to hold up. So these are like tips to make your writing better. I have quotes about NaNoWriMo from authors. I have a bunch of Stephen King notes. I have just things like that. In this red folder, this is where I have printed original work that I have done before, and it's in the red folder because it needs to be revised. And so it's just stuck in there, and then the pages after that are where I work on those revisions, and in the back is just like extra stuff. Like if I've had to print something or whatever, it just kind of gets stuck in the back. So that's kind of how I organize my writing folder. I know it probably was hard to tell on here, but it's organized to me, and then my little pencil thing just kind of pops in there, and it all goes into a bag. I was gonna do a what's in my writing bag video because I haul my bag everywhere with me, whether I go to work or wherever. It's always with me in case I come up with some kind of idea. But basically what's in my writing bag are my NaNoWriMo Survival Kit stuff. So probably not going to do that. But anyway, I hope this kind of helps you see the kind of things that you'll want to put in your survival kit. And just remember, everyone's calling it a survival kit, but you will survive the month of November, and NaNoWriMo, it will be okay. You just got to sit down and do it. And if you run out of ideas or, you know, whatever happens, just keep writing. That's what got me through it last year. And that's probably what I'm going to go on this year. That, and the Keebler elves are now making knockoff Girl Scout cookies. I plan on eating those as well. So that's it, you guys. I will hopefully be doing another NaNoWriMo video shortly. I hope you enjoyed this little series. Let me know about your survival kit or link your videos below, and I will see you guys later. Bye.